Hello, I'm Dr. Jack Mitchell. I'm the founder of an organization called Seniors Making Five Figures. We help folks 55 and older earn extra income. But today I'm in the capacity of conversations with Dr. Jack, and during this time, I love to present to you, my audience, people I think in the community who are just doing outstanding work. Either they're business people or they're people involved in helping the community. Today I have a wonderful lady with me who I'm so happy that she's willing to share a little bit of her time and tell us about an organization that I'm just terribly impressed with. I met Julie just a short while ago and was just so impressed with her and what she's about that I want her to share her story with you folks. Julie Summers, say hello to our audience and tell them just a little, say them just a little of your background, and then we'll get into Sarah's Kitchen.
Okay, sure. I'm Julie Summers. I've done many things in my career, but for most of my career I was with QVC and traveled and moved around with QVC to multiple locations and ended up in Florida with them. Have always had a passion for giving back to the community. Think it's really important that we all do that. So I've served our community locally in a multitude of ways. I've been on the board of the United Way for many, many years. I've been on the board of Mustard Seed for 4 years now and am currently chair of that board. And Mustard Seed does great work in our community. But when QVC closed its contact center here, it gave me the opportunity to really kind of reevaluate what my passions were and how I could better serve my passion. And I had the opportunity to join Sarah's Kitchen as their executive director.
Wow.
And
that's
feel very blessed.
Yeah, that's quite a transition from,
it is very
from the
transition.
corporate world to the world
Yes.
of not-for-profits. Tell the folks a little bit about Sarah's Kitchen. It's the work that you folks do is just so impressive, but share with the folks
Sure.
some of what you folks do.
So Sarah's Kitchen is the largest soup kitchen, we call it, on the Treasure Coast.
Soup kitchen, okay.
Although we don't serve soup very much. We serve hot, nutritious 3-4 course meals to those who are hungry in our community. And it's all done by teams of volunteers, so that's a big facet of what we do, and would not be successful with our teams of volunteers. But to give you a little bit of history with Sarah's Kitchen, back in 2009, when the economy had really bottomed out and really hit hard in our community, many people who normally were financially stable and didn't have problems providing for their families found themselves in a very difficult situation. And so Sarah's Kitchen was started, really the brainchild of one man, Bob Carey. And Bob partnered with some churches in our community and some lay people. And there's a group of about 7 of them that started a soup kitchen back in 2009. June 6th, 2009 was the first night that they served a meal to 36 hungry people. And since then we have grown and grown. From one site to we now have 5 sites, and we feed 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday. We've grown from feeding 36 people that first night to averaging about 200 people a night.
Wow.
A night. Last year we served over 67,000 meals to those who are hungry in our community. And it can be anyone. It can be senior citizens who just want to get out. Maybe they live alone and need some social contact, and they come to us and eat with us and are able to meet with people. We have veterans that come and eat with us. We have homeless that come and eat with us. We have group homes that come in. So it really is anybody.
67,000 meals.
67,000 meals, and that's really just meeting a small need for feeding the hungry in our community.
And this is in the Treasure Coast, so this takes in what communities?
So the feeding sites are located in Port St. Lucie and in Fort Pierce. So on Monday nights we feed at the First United Methodist Church on Prima Vista in Port St. Lucie. On Tuesdays, we...
What time?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock,
Yeah.
okay.
5 o'clock to 6:30 is our feeding time. On Tuesdays, we feed at St. Paul AME in Fort Pierce, and that's on 27th
27th,
Street.
okay.
Wednesdays, we're back in Port St. Lucie at First Congregational on Port St. Lucie Boulevard.
Okay,
Thursdays, we're back up in Fort Pierce at First Bethel Baptist on Avenue D. And then on Fridays, we're in Fort Pierce at the Notre Dame Catholic Mission right on
Right there.
US 1.
US 1.
And so we feed a lot of people every night, and we feed our volunteers that come and work with us. We have an association with 31 different churches, local churches that really try their best to bring us as many volunteers as we need, and we do need a lot. It takes about a team of 25 to 35 volunteers every night.
Wow.
To get that meal prepared and, the setup done and serving the people and then the cleanup.
So if I wanted to be a volunteer, can I volunteer just one night, or do I have to, and is it every week I would do it, or how does that work?
Great question. You can volunteer as much as you'd like.
Okay.
We have teams that perform just like the first Monday of every month. They get together and work.
Okay.
Or some people want to volunteer every Monday. So it's really as much as you
Okay.
want to volunteer. You can sign up to volunteer through our website. There's a volunteer form on our website that gets me your information, your name, your contact information, and what you're thinking about that you might want to do. We have jobs anywhere from setting up tables to cooking, which we do have a team. Our cooks are pretty established and
Yeah, I wouldn't-
have teams
that
like
would not be my gift.
Most of our new volunteers start with us by serving, and our guests come in, they sign in, we give them a name tag, and then they sit down and they are served at their table. So it's like almost going to a restaurant. Not food options, but you get served your beverage, then you get served your meal, and then you get served your dessert. And so it's a good experience for people. And then there's conversation and people watching out for you while you're eating and trying to meet your needs. And so
wonderful.
it's a
That's
great
wonderful.
experience.
Now, how do you support 67,000 meals? And this year, I suspect it will
More.
be the same, if not more.
Yeah, we're hoping to serve more. So we purchase our food through the Treasure Coast Food Bank.
Food bank, yep.
And so much of our food is free through that, and some is purchased
That's a
at
wonderful organization, too,
It
isn't it?
certainly is.
Yeah.
And so we purchase some food at reduced costs. We also have fundraising events that we put on, so to bring in money to make purchases of supplies and things that we need, along with writing grants. That's something that I've learned to do in my short time, is
Grants, huh?
to write grants. There's many organizations that donate money to local charities and to nonprofits, and so grant writing is a big piece of
What
our
about those
fundraising.
31 churches? Are they helping you also financially as well as with the much-needed volunteers?
Some churches are able to help us financially, but not all are. Our churches also are in need of money too, a lot of our local churches, but we do get some funding from a lot of our churches. So one thing I wanted to also make sure that I let people know that we do is we go out and feed the homeless. And we do that twice a week. We have, in conjunction with the American Legion and the Salvation Army, on Wednesdays we go up into Martin County and feed the homeless at their camps and a local park. And then on Thursdays we do that in Fort Pierce. And that's a huge need in our community, is to touch our homeless people and make sure that they're getting some hot, nutritious food. So we do that every week too.
Just amazing. So I'm just so impressed with Sarah's Kitchen and the work that you do. And I think of Scripture in St. Matthew 25, whatsoever you do for the least of my brethren. And you people live that every day. So
Yeah, we do.
I just thought that you would love to meet
Julie.
Julie Summers, and hear a little bit about this wonderful organization. Julie, how can people get in touch with you?
We do have our website. It's sarahskitchen.org, so all one word, sarahskitchen.org. You can also call me, 772-834-2818. And I'll be happy to talk to you about how you can help Sarah's Kitchen.
Isn't she wonderful? She's the new executive director of Sarah's Kitchen, and I'm sure it's in excellent hands with the leadership that Julie will be providing. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, my friends in the audience, for joining us. And if you have time, have the ability to volunteer, please get in touch with Julie and her organization, and I'm sure it will be most rewarding. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.